Step 9 is all about selling yourself. A salesman would see your situation as a warm or qualified lead. What do I mean by this? Well, a warm lead to a salesman is when a customer has already expressed an interest in their product and now they just need to be convinced to make the purchase. Well, you are in the same situation. This employer has seen your CV with all your qualifications and experience and they are interested in you. Just like the customer that's about to buy the car or TV that they are interested in, they just need to be convinced by the salesman, which in this case is you, that they are making the right decision. So who else in the room is going to sell you? The only possible answer is yourself. And let's be honest, you're the best person for the job, as you know the most about yourself. You know how good you are, you have a record of your whole working history in your head, and you know all your career successes and triumphs. So think of yourself as a salesman, and the product that you are positioning is you. You have a room full of buyers, and they just need to hear all the right information about you so they can offer you the position. They simply want to be convinced that you are the right person for the job. As a consultant that sits on interview panels, my key responsibility is to offer my opinion and feedback on the candidates. The more information that I can gather about the interviewee, then the more confident I become on whether they will be the right person for the role. So when I don't get the information that I'm looking for, it's harder for me or any interviewer to make a confident and clear decision. I understand that you may feel uncomfortable selling yourself, and in other situations it may be inappropriate or being seen as narcissistic. However, this is the one time that you do need to sell yourself. And when I say selling yourself, it's not about telling everyone how great you are. It's about positioning yourself in a positive light that helps fill the gaps that just don't come across in your CV. Remember how earlier I explained that only 7 to 10% of the meaning comes across in the black and white text of your words and what was written in your CV. Now the interviewers, they want to feel confident that what you have written is not only true, but they also want to gain the full confidence through hearing it from yourself. They want to be convinced. When I come across a candidate who does not sell themselves very well, I found a clever way to help them out. And this will help you to change your thinking on how you sell yourself. I asked them one simple question. Having noted down the details of a reference from their CV prior to the interview, for example, let's say you had written down Tony Smith. So as it comes to the end of the interview, I will ask them this question. If I called up Tony Smith, your referee, right now, what would he tell me about you? After this lecture, go to the resources page and fill out the Selling Yourself document and put yourself in this same scenario. What would other people be saying about you? Remember that you are the product. So how are you going to make sure you sell yourself in the most effective way? You do this by picking out what they are looking for or asking for during the interview itself. As we covered in the last lecture, Reading the Room, you need to be alert to any signals, verbal or non-verbal, that are coming across from the interviewers. Is there a message that they are trying to send out to you to see how you respond? Okay, what I mean by this is that they might be looking for someone who, for example, has good people skills, as they know that the team you will be managing are quite friendly and an open team that would not take well to a dictatorial style of leadership. This type of information may not have necessarily been highlighted in the job description. So with this specific example, when they are describing the team, they will most likely mention that the team are very social and work collaboratively with each other. Now, if you pick up on these additional bits of information when you respond to their questions about management style, you can make sure that you relate to the information you took earlier by saying something like, I have an open management style that allows team members to share their ideas and work collaboratively together, utilizing the key strengths from each member. At this point, you should be thinking back to what I covered in the introduction to this course. Do you remember that I said that the company has a problem and that you are filling the gap? And this is where you have methodically broken down the job advert, as we did in step 2 of planning. and you have picked up on all that has been mentioned throughout the interview. You now have all the information to position yourself, your skills and your experience as the solution to their requirements, i.e. this role. So in summary, if you listen carefully to what the interviewers are asking and read into the questions being asked, you'll be more able to respond with more relevance to create the right outcome. Think about what your referees would say about you. Discover the employee's needs and position yourself as the solution. And always remember, you are the product they want to buy, and they are looking for reasons to say yes or no.